If you're an immigrant, especially if you've recently moved to a new country, I need you to hear this. No one really prepares you for what starting over actually feels like. Not the immigration paperwork. I'm sure you've heard recent news about immigration restrictions all over the world, the US, the UK, Canada. Every single country is limiting how much immigrants are coming to their country. And for immigrants as well, not the visa process, no one explains that to you. I mean, you can do as much research until you're actually on the ground. That's why you understand how complicated and complex it could be. Not the waiting, which actually makes things harder because they don't really tell you when you're maybe the visa application you've made, how long it's going to take to come out. You have a general idea, it's just not, um, they don't give you that. Not the loneliness. Oh well, for people who've recently moved, maybe as a single person, you haven't got any family here, it can be very difficult. Obviously, unless you already have a community or a family here, even if you do have your family, they all have their own things that they're doing, and definitely not the emotional cost it can have, a toll on you. So I tell you, nobody prepares you, and nothing prepares you for what it means as an immigrant moving to a new. People talk about moving abroad like it's just opportunity, for jobs and a better life, but no one talks about what immigration does to you on the inside. Moving to the UK changed my life, but not in the way people usually expect. I know certain people have experienced loss and they're unable to travel home because they didn't have the right documentation. Some people have been away for 10, 20, 30 years and they've not seen their families. These are things that immigration can do to you. And I'm not saying that it's not, you don't have their pros and the cons, but for people who are coming in, there's a lot of excitement, which obviously there is because they want to make their life better, but they're sometimes they're ill informed about the system, how the system can, make things very difficult for them to settle all their expectation, um, their dreams, everything that they thought that was going to happen when they arrived in the country that they were going to. Um, Things are just completely wiped out, and they find themselves sometimes in regret, sometimes thinking that maybe they could have stayed back. But what can one do? You're already in that, rat race. And certain people you hear in the social media is like, oh well, if you're there, what can you come back? Certain people don't even have the money to come back. They have nothing to come back to. Some people have sold their properties, they've sold land, they've sold their house, and embarked in this journey and hoping that good things will come out of it. But when they arrive at the country, they will obviously find out that it's not just as it seems. So you just have to bear that in mind, that the expectation sometimes is very hyped, but you're here right now. You just have to make do with whatever situation, and also try to um, find the right information, find the right community, people that will put you, help you with settling in, and also who the first person, the first group of people that you meet when you arrive in, the abroad, or as an immigrant actually defines, you know, your your trajectory, because certain people will give you the wrong information and you might land yourself in trouble. And if you're someone who actually is not very good at researching or conducting your own research, you might end up in trouble. So it's important for you to make sure that you're getting it, the source of your information on how to navigate the system or how to settle here is actually the right source. And the beautiful thing about it right now is that we have a lot of information right now on the internet, and it's just you finding ways, and how, and the right place. I mean, you see the government website is important for you to just go and have a look at it. And finding, for instance, if you have issues with immigration, you've got lawyers there. Pay them and explain to them what your issues are, so that they can give you the right advice. You don't want to be taking advice from every Tom, Dick, and Harry who's on the same boat as you. They're just telling you what they know, but the right information would really help you with settling down as quick as possible and with little to no mistakes, and that would help you to get in the right path and then settle here. Before I continue, if you're an immigrant or you're starting over again in a new country, a new career, or you're in your new season of life, make sure you subscribe to this channel. My name is Jane Chizo. If you see my face for the first time, and on this channel I talk about career transformation, finance, and stability. I talk about digital business, those who are interested in passive income. You don't have to leave your job to do that, and rebuilding life after big changes. So if that's something that you're navigating right now, you are in the right place. So guys, subscribe, share, and comment as well. After this video, you've watched this video, because this conversation are going to get deeper, especially as we're heading into January 2026. So guys, let's get into the video. So guys, let's talk about the reality versus the expectation of moving abroad as an immigrant. So when people talk about moving to be abroad or moving to whichever country, really, the conversation is usually very positive. Better opportunities, better systems, more structure, more stability, and yes, those things can exist. But when people don't talk about enough, people don't talk about, the internal shift that happens when you arrive as an immigrant, the cultural shock that happens. You don't just change countries, you change roles as a person. You change your identity, you change how you see people or how people see you, and sometimes you even change how you see yourself. Back home, you may have been confident, established, respected, understood, but in a new country, suddenly you're new again, new to the immigration system, new to the culture, new to the workplace expectation, new to how things work. And no one wants, obviously, starting over again. No one warns you about starting over again. And even when you have chosen it, you can feel disorientated, confusing, and emotionally drained. And no one talks about these things. Let's even talk about the humbling side of starting all over again as an immigrant abroad. Starting again as an immigrant humbles you in the ways that you don't expect. You arrive with experience, your qualification, your skills, your ambition, but suddenly you are explaining yourself all over and over again. Your accent, your background, your education, your CV, your values. You find yourself justifying things you've never had to justify before in your home country, and it's subtle. No one openly says you're not good enough, but you feel it in the pause. You see the imposter syndrome jumps out. You feel very uncomfortable. You start feeling insecure about things that you've never felt before, because you've never being exposed to such a situation. So you have this extra question jumping out. In the rejection without feedback, that's when self-doubt, quickly creeps in. You start to ask yourself, am I actually good enough here? Did I overestimate myself? Was moving countries a mistake? So regret sets in. If you ever thought this, it doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that you are an immigrant trying to rebuild in a system you're still learning. So be patient and be kind to yourself. Let's even talk about the culture shock, the gratitude and invisibility that an immigrant experiences when they move to a new country. One of the hardest things about immigration to explain is this: you can be grateful and struggling at the same time, funny enough. And you can appreciate the opportunities that's presented to you, your environment that is functioning, while feeling invisible in the system. Nobody actually sees you the way you see yourself. You can be proud of how far you've come while quietly grieving the life you've left behind. Because maybe back home, you had drivers, you had cooks, you had, people who would do things for you. Maybe you were working as a bank manager, or maybe you had a really high-end job that you were earning very well. Obviously, in the salary bracket back home, you seems to be somebody who's earning very well. But you're here now, you're starting all over again. You maybe have to take a job as a carer, and it's something that you never imagined would happen to you. So that culture shock can really make things difficult for people who have just migrated to the country. Culture shock isn't just about food or accent, it's about not fully understanding the social norms when you're in a new environment, feeling out of place in conversation, struggling to settle in a community, feeling lonely even when you're surrounded by people. It can have, its toll on you. I mean, there are days that you feel strong, and there are days you completely feel unsure about what you're doing. And because immigration was your decision, you sometimes feel like you're not allowed to struggle out loud. People say, well, you made a decision to move. So you stay quiet, you push through it, you just carry on. But silence doesn't necessarily mean you are okay. It just means that you're enduring, and best believe you'll get there. Let's even talk about loneliness, settling in, and identity shifts. What surprised me about migrating to a new country wasn't just about the accent, it wasn't about the culture, it wasn't about not having people around that environment that you're used to. For me, it was the emotional reset, even as a child, rebuilding confidence, rebuilding community, rebuilding identity. Settling into a new country does take time. Your confidence takes time as well when you're constantly adjusting. Community takes time when your support system, they are very far away. Identity takes time when the labels you knew no longer apply. Just remember, you're not just learning a new country, you're learning how the system works, how people communicate. Because yes, you might say, okay, especially for people who are coming from African countries where they speak English, and you come in here, you find out that, words means different things. And if you're like in maybe countries as well that didn't speak English, or maybe English is not their first language, you have to learn their language. So that's another thing that you have to deal with, where you fit as well, and how and who you are in that place. So, and that takes patience, and that takes grace, and that takes allowing yourself to grow without rushing the outcome, without judging yourself, without being very hard on yourself. I would say just keep pushing. This video does resonate with you, especially as an immigrant. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, And just to remember, this channel is becoming a safe space for honest conversation about immigration life, career transformation, finance and stability, digital business, that's a passive income, and starting again without pressure. I know this video would resonate with migrants globally because it's about starting over again, which shows in many ways in the form of immigration, career change, job loss, burnt out, starting life again in a new system. Whether you're in between the season where your old life no longer fits, but your new life is not much clearer. You're not failing, you're transitioning, you're rebuilding, you're transforming. So be kind to yourself and you'll get there. And if you want to learn with me, work with me, or speak to me directly, check my link and my beacon link is in my bio, my YouTube profile page. You're going to see it there. And all my resources, coaching, and contact options are there. You don't have to navigate this journey alone. Subscribe. January is going to be intentional. And with that, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.